afternoon, good evening, friends of Wealthy with you. Welcome to another episode of Wealth Wednesday. And today we are coming to you from Ole Sereni, where we are training one of our major clients, Osho Chemicals, on the subject of succession planning, what affects your business, how can it succeed you after you are gone, what are the strategies that you can put in place to ensure that your business is able to survive beyond generations, beyond you, and become that brand that lives for as long as possible. So we want to invite you to enjoy the session and continue tuning in to Wealth Wednesday and Wealthy with you as we continue diversifying on our product offerings. Karibuni sana to this session. Karibuni Nairobi. I'm sure you're coming from all over the country. So karibuni Nairobi. Na msikie mkiwa in your capital city. Want to look at a case of successful succession planning and a case of failed planning. And then we want to just look at the succession planning in perspective. I would like us now to start thinking of how we can start now thinking this subject of succession planning and doing that with our own children, our own families in mind. So, what leads to business failure? I have captured three things broadly. The first one is lack of succession planning, intentional succession planning. The other one is market dynamics, including now those things that you have captured, theft, pilferage, politics, nini. But if market dynamics change, for example now, and I'm sure you're going to be taken through marketing your businesses, a lot of changes are happening in the marketing space. We are moving now from the brick and mortar marketing to online what? Online marketing. So if you're not able to change, to adapt to market dynamics, your business will certainly change. Now, the other very big animal is the death or transition of a founder. And I'm sure we can think of businesses that look like they were doing so well, even in this Kenya of ours. And the person that founded that business, as long as they were alive, the business looked like it was doing so well. That person, if they transition, immediately what happens? Court cases. We start planning our succession after huyo mtu amefanya nini? Ameondoka. Si ni kweli? So, your children now will start fighting, and again I've said I'm not addressing us here. I'm talking about those other businesses out there. So, the people that have been left will start fighting for what are the assets of that business, instead of looking at how they can come in and take that business forward. And they are not to blame, because in most cases, they will not even have an idea. Hii ilikuwa ni biashara ya mzazi sasa hayuko, sisi hatujui tufanye nini. So, death or transition of the founder. Now, you, the vision bearer, then starts to become the most important person in your business. And therefore, when you sit here, or when you start now looking at your business 20, 50, 60 years to come, you need now to start looking at your role as the vision bearer of this business and how you're going to translate that vision to the people that you want to succeed you. In case, in your mind, you're planning that you want this your business to survive 50, 100 years, like the way we've talked about butter, like the way we've talked about Twiga, do you see your business becoming that case study? If another group like this will come here to handle succession planning, do you want them to give your business as one of the case studies of a business that succeeded, that survived 50 years, 30 years? So, you need to have a long-term view of your business. Isikakuwe biashara ulianzisha tu because probably there was nothing else to do, or it's a good opportunity that you saw. You need now to start having a long-term view of your business. Where do you see your business in the next 50 years? And then ask yourself, why did you start
start this business in the first place? So that kama sio kitu unataka ikae for another 50 years, you can start thinking of diversifying and getting into that something that you want to build for posterity. Then have a strategic plan. Osho has shown us their strategic plan, including numbers and figures. They want to reach 2,000 wameitwa nani? Not distributors, hao wengine wameitwa stockists. They want to get to 2,000 stockists in the next 3 years. They want to have grown by 43% in the next 5 years. Do you have that kind of thing for your business? Do you have a strategic plan for your business? Because that is what gives you the roadmap, and that is what enables you to communicate to the people who matter in your business, be they your family, be they your employees, be they who else is involved in your business. Then count the cost and start taking the steps. Make up your mind. You want this business to survive the next 5 years. So what is it going to take for that business to get to that point? So when you do that, is first you appreciate that you're not going to live forever. And even if you live very long, a time will come when your wisdom, your knowledge is not applicable. For example, the wisdom and the knowledge that we had 30 years ago is not the same that is running businesses right now. So start knowing you will not live forever. And therefore, in your family, identify that person that you think can succeed you. And the only way to do that is for you to start interesting your family in your business. When you involve all your children, all your people in your business, you will be able to know who has the talent, who can run this business in my absence. So when you do that, then you will also identify what key areas will need additional talent. For example, maybe my son can handle sales, but I need somebody to help me to handle the other aspects like the finance, bookkeeping of the business. So identify what is it that person can handle, what is it that can be handled by external talent, and find out, do you want to skill the people that you have in that area that you're not good at or that needs improvement, or is it external resource that you're going to get? Then evaluate internal talent, look at your family honestly, and don't just say, I want the business to be succeeded by my son or my daughter, just because they're your son or your daughter. You need to find out whether they have the real strength that are required to be able to run the business. So that if they don't have, and they are the person you have identified, they want to remain in that business long after you're gone, then you can take them to school so that they can build capacity where they don't have the capacity. And in case you realize completely, there's none of my children who is interested, there's nobody within my internal organization, within my internal family that can take over, then you can look at resourcing from outside and equipping them with the skills. Then after that, communicate the plan. Get a buy-in, especially from your family. When you're still alive, agree, all of you as a family, that this is the person we are grooming to take over this business in case I'm not there. Ndio usimwache akipigwa na watoto wale wengine, usimwache akipigwa na watu wale wengine. This is a buy-in that now all of you agree this person is the best suited to take over this business in case you're not there or after you have grown old. And the reason why they've been identified is because they'll be able to take care of the interests of everybody in the family. Isikakue umechagua mtu na ni ule wa kujipenda, immediately amechukua biashara anafukuza wale wengine. So this buy-in is very, very important. Then formalize the plan, build capacity. If you need to take them to school, if you need for them to to add skills, make sure you start exposing them to skills. So now, they stop going to school to become engineers and doctors, but they go to school so that they can come now and run this business. Then from there, is you allow them to work. Take a back seat. But I'm not saying that this is something you're going to do now the day after when you go back home. This is a process. Once you have identified that person, you've gotten your buy-in from the family, then slowly you will start introducing that person into the business. And you will slowly also, as they take one step ahead in running the business, you are taking one step at the back. If you look at what these our Asian brothers normally do, by the time that succession has started happening, you will find the areas that the person who started the business wants to hand over, they will start now taking a backseat. If it is finances, you will find now the son or the daughter is the financial controller. Na yeye amefanya nini? Amekaa huku nyuma. They are just guiding from the front, and they are giving them the privilege and the opportunity to practice. Then coach and mentor. Make sure you hold their hands. Allow them to make mistakes so that you can correct them when you are alive. Because when you're not there, when mistakes happen, you have no chance to do what? To correct.
We hope you have enjoyed the session. Keep following us on our social media pages, our TikTok, our Facebook, our YouTube channel. Give us feedback, and if you'd like us to have sessions with you, always reach out through the contacts that we have given. Thank you.